it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So glad you're here. Now today is going to be kind of buttoning up the exterior of the truck, some things that just weren't really worth doing a whole video on, just one thing, but I got a bunch of minor things that need to get done. So let me give an update of what I've done off camera. Got the wheels painted up and the tires shined. I had to take this trim piece off and put some silicone in here on this side of the truck, and the window trim, you can kind of see some remnants there. So excuse the trash in the back, this is all going to the dump. But I did manage to get this toolbox on and these diamond rail caps. They look really great. Got the truck bed squared up again back here. Painted the tailgate here, got the latches working just right. Works excellent. So I got this exhaust piece off of another truck at the junkyard. Same diameter, same cuts as a factory IDI diesel truck. I was really happy to come across this. It's a little rusty and old, but it was free. So might as well weld it up and see how good it looks on the truck. Also got all the trim pieces. Everything that's missing on the truck will be replaced. So once I pop that dent out, those trim pieces are going back on. I wanted to show you guys this real quick and just say I'm not proud of what I did here. I started with a scissor lift jack and to spread that body panel out, and it only got me so far. Next I reverted to just beating on it with a hammer and a block of wood and using a pry bar, and it just didn't really turn out the way I wanted it to. Well, I keep learning time and time again they need a lot of patience to do body work, and that's something I didn't have this go around. You can see where I hit it with a hammer and tried to pry it out with this pry bar. So in some areas I made it better, and in some areas I made it worse. All right, so it's the next day. Let me show you what I got here. So this was harder than I thought. I had accidentally cut too much off this pipe, only by maybe a 1/4 inch or so, but this is what I have set up. This clamp here is supposed to go around this hanger, and it's supposed to hold up this whole section of pipe, and then there's another exhaust hanger down the line. But got all the metal prepped, thinking that the coupler here was going to sit here, but I just don't have enough room, so I barely have to have it over each end of the pipe to get it to work. But when it's all said and done, it should look like this. The only concern, it's far enough away from the tire, I think, but there's only a couple inches of gap here with the leaf springs. That's a little too close for my liking, but it'll work for now. Needs a little bit more prep work. Well, it's not ideal. I mean, I'm not going to have a whole lot of bite with this coupler. Probably only like that much. It'll have to do. Well, just like everything I do on this channel, I've never welded exhaust before, but first time for everything. Alright, so I'm running out of light again, so I'm going to make this quick. This exhaust hanger, it's missing the rubber bushing. It's just completely toast. So this is a hard set pin. So I'm just going to cut it off here. And I have a rubber bushing that I'm just going to replace and put this carriage bolt through there. And then the other side will go onto this exhaust hanger here. that's it. It's on. So that's what it looks like after it's all finished. Not too bad. I might paint it black with some high heat spray paint. So there it is. There it sits. It's pretty rigid. Again, it's a little too close for my liking to those leaf springs, but it'll get the job done. So the last thing I want to do is replace the tachometer sensor in this truck. It's been intermittent ever since I've owned it, and it's really annoying. There we go. Then all it is just a 1-inch nut here. Now I don't know for a fact that it's a bad sensor, but these trucks are pretty stout, and there's not really a whole lot that could go wrong with them. So I thought I'd start with the cheapest thing. Alright guys, so that's all I got for you this week. You know, I wanted to do a little bit more to the truck. I wanted to take care of this rust on the body here, but I just didn't get to it. I'm gonna have to go to the paint store when they're open after Thanksgiving weekend. Instead of cutting this out and putting a new patch, I think I'm just gonna grind it off and just get some touch-up paint and cover it up. I have some more trim panels here, and this really didn't work out, guys. It looks really bad. I think I made it a lot worse, but that's the worst body damage on the truck, and I'm just gonna put it out of my mind for now. And again, there's still rust on the other side. And another problem that popped up, I've been having to silicone this windshield for a while now, starting with that corner there in the outer perimeter of the entire windshield. But now this was starting to leak, so I had to fill that in as well, and it's just been a complete nightmare. I've gone through about 1.5 tubes of silicone, and I'm done messing with it. If the new owner, whoever buys this in the future, wants to get a new windshield sealed, that's on them. It's good enough for now. I also found another leak back here. These are just really old seals. It's been sitting in the sun for a long time, and it's starting to show. But the biggest problem I have right now, and this is going to be another video, is the water pump. Let me show you. So I thought it was leaking from this front crankshaft seal, and I thought, oh great, I'm gonna have to remove all the pulleys and probably the radiator just to get it off. It was worst case scenario, but upon further investigation, I think the weep hole from the water pump is leaking down, and I can't get you a good camera angle, but I confirmed it. So I'm gonna need a new water pump, and that's gonna be in another video. So guys, there's not much more I'm gonna do to this truck before I get rid of it. I would have liked to put maybe like a bed crane back there so I could haul heavy things, or just do minor things to it, but I think it's just time for me to get rid of it. I've had my fun. I've learned a lot. It was a lot easier to fix than I thought, and you know, it's come a long way. This thing arrived at my house off the back of a rollback. I mean, and now I'm able to drive it around, and I've helped people move with it, and it's just been an awesome truck. But I want to get on to my Power Stroke again, and once I sell this brown truck, the next project vehicle is going to be rolling up in my driveway. So stay tuned for that one eventually. So guys, I have that water pump to do. That's going to be a chore, believe me, and that's going to be in another video in the future here. But hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving with family, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.